Hello, everyone. I am signing on to let you guys know that tomorrow I will be doing a live on my Instagram at 5 p.m. with Democratic presidential candidate Marianne Williamson, because I want to show you that we have other options. There's a such thing as the primaries, which I mentioned before. And there are people who are a part of the primaries who are not genocidal maniacs. And even though the Democratic Party is choosing to be silent and the mainstream media is choosing to completely silence Marianne's energy and thoughts and ideas and not even giving her the opportunity or platform to speak or debate or even have kind of a conversation about what her stance is, what her campaign is, I decided that I wanted to use my platform to allow her to speak. I want us to understand that we are not helpless. And just because the mainstream media is trying to convince us that we're stupid doesn't mean that we actually are. I believe it's very, very, very important and vital in this moment, especially in this specific moment of U.S. history, for anyone and everyone who has the power to show the fuck up and to actually do something with it. I don't believe that voting is our end-all, be-all savior at all. But I do believe that it is a mediation tactic. And I do believe that the most powerful, aka the people who have white skin or close proximity via wealth, I believe it is our duty and responsibility to show the fuck up right now. And the primaries will not affect the final presidency, but if I'm being completely the fuck honest, I'm not choosing either one of those two demons, period. So this is my way of mediating in the primaries to see if we can maybe have a Democratic candidate that actually cares about the people and it has actually a plan for the people instead of its own personal self-interest. Because I will not be voting for any politicians who are voting, who are moving in their own self-interest and who take donations from corporations, lobbyists, pharmaceutical companies, defense contractors, weapon manufacturers, anyone who takes money from the people who are contributing to the harm that is present in this world, I will not be voting for, period, whether that's locally or nationally. And that is my personal criteria for voting this year. I don't believe that voting is for the people. I believe that there are endless ways in which the Republican and Democratic Party have been trying to thwart voting since anybody besides white men have been able to vote. They have been trying to destroy our ability to vote. And so I don't believe that it's the end all be all of anything, but I do believe in its mediation power. And I do believe that if there are some people we can put into those positions who have the interest of the people at heart, I believe that we can mediate things in the meantime, because collective power of the people is the only thing that's going to dismantle everything. Disruption is the only thing that's going to dismantle everything, and actual disruption to these systems. So I'm going to be talking to Marianne because I want you guys to hear her ideas, because I feel like she actually gives a fuck about the American people and the people of the world outside of America that are affected by American foreign policy, and the people who are affected by internal domestic policy and economic realities. I believe that she's the only one talking about what the fuck the reality is for the average U.S. citizen right now, economically. And I think that she's the only one who's talking about corporate greed and the way that contributes. Now, could she also be full of shit? Sure. But guess what? I'd rather hear her out because she's the least full of shit. So if we're going to be talking about lesser evils, I want a lesser evil. I want an actual lesser evil. So yeah, you guys can tune in if you want to. Marianne2024.com is her campaign page if you would like to go check out her stuff before you even think about whether or not you want to entertain her time. I'm going to be entertaining her time. I want you guys to understand that there are more options, and I'm tired of this fear mongering. So I hope you guys join and tune in. Let's talk politics.